Soccer, that's the sport for the rest of the world. But here, it's the kids' sport, the one people played before they grew up, before they moved on. And people call Detroit a city of the past, a place where people were born and grew up before they moved on. But we see something different. We see the game as more than kid stuff. And we see Detroit as the city of our future. So go ahead, watch a 200-year-old game played the right way in a 300-year-old city that won't quit, and tell us it can't last. Better yet, tell them.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to downtown Detroit. It's a beautiful day for soccer, and we have a big one on tap. My name is Neal Ruhl, my broadcast partner, Zeke Harris. Happy to have you along. Let's take a look at the standings here in the Midwest region of the NPSL. Madison in first place with 19 points, but Zeke, Lansing, DCFC, hot on their heels with 17 apiece. This is a huge game today.
This is a big game, especially being so close to each other. Today, we really have to get all the points at home. We lost them away. Today, it's time to take care of business and win it out.
Let's take a look at the team matchups. Now, these two teams played earlier in the season in Lansing. The United came away with a 3-1 victory. Now, the last time Lansing was here was back in 2014. DCFC victorious by a score of 1-0. And Zeke, all time, the standings are 1-1-1 between these two teams. This should be another classic here today.
Yeah, I expect a lot of good goals today. I mean, I always say that we're at home, but I expect goals and I expect a great game.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. DCFC will be anchored in net by Alex Boyanek, coming off the shutout win over Pittsburgh. And Zeke, what does that do for you when you have a calming presence between the pipes? Alex Boyanek has proved he can do it.
Yeah, he'll be called up once or twice during the game, and it matters if he steps up. It really matters. Defense wins championships. So.
And there's a championship that could be on the line here today. We'll be right back with all the action. Live stream coverage of the Detroit City Football Club is brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers. Visit ChevyDetroit.com and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. In partnership with the Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers, Detroit City FC is excited to host youth clinics throughout the season. Each clinic will feature DCFC players and is free for kids 6 through 12 with a coupon that can be obtained at any local Metro Detroit Chevy dealer location. Be sure to stop by your local Metro Detroit Chevy dealer today. DCFC gets additional support from Motor City Brewing Works, Detroit Institute of Bagels, La Feria, Cottage Inn, Harry's Detroit, McShane's, and Core Institute.
The motto of Detroit City Football Club is passion for our city, passion for the game. And now, in the summer of 2015, with the help of Flagstar Bank, an additional line can be added, passion for our neighborhoods. DCFC, Flagstar, and the community advocates of Detroit are working together to organize the inaugural Neighborhood Champ program. The goal of the initiative is to provide 60 residents from neighborhoods across Detroit free transportation, tickets, and giveaways to each Rouge home match in downtown Detroit.
Well, we like this program because it's about neighborhoods, it's about Detroit, it's about the passion for sports, it's about the power of uniting people together through sports, and that's really important for us.
In the first week of the program, residents of the Hubbard Farms neighborhood gathered to watch Detroit City FC's home opener against the Muskegon Risers.
We have neighbors from all over the Hubbard Farm, Southwest Detroit area, and some kids from the Clark Park soccer program and also from Lighthouse Academy in Southwest Detroit. And we're all meeting the school bus here and taking it out to the DCFC game.
Tickets in hand and free t-shirts ready, a bus transports the neighborhood champs to the team's home field at Cass Tech Stadium, where they're treated to an unforgettable soccer atmosphere. In 2015, neighborhood residents from all across Detroit, from Osborne to Grandmont Rosedale to Springwells, will be lending their voices to the sold-out crowds all season long. And hopefully, thanks to Flagstar and CDAD, they will head back to their neighborhoods with a new love for soccer and the pride of being a part of Detroit's soccer team.
Strong neighborhoods are a backbone to a vibrant city, and so there's a great revitalization going on in Detroit right now, and it's important that that happen all across the city. And so we love to support organizations that do just that in the neighborhoods.
DCFC, Flagstar, and CDAD, bringing the beautiful game to Detroit neighborhoods all summer long.
DCFC! 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 DCFC!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to downtown Detroit. We're at Estadio Azteca, where today we have a big one on deck. The Lansing United and Detroit City FC set to do battle as first place in the Midwest region hangs in the balance. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. My name is Neal Ruhl. My broadcast partner, former Michigan great, current Detroit City FC great, Zeke Harris. We're happy to have you along wherever you may be watching. As you can tell on the screen, everybody is ready to roll, Zeke. Look, you don't need there's no speeches today. There's none of that kind of stuff. Everybody knows what's on the line, and just listening to the two fan bases get at each other in the parking lot before the game, that's all you need to know. This is going to be a match at the highest level.
Yeah, these are the type of games where you don't have to psych yourself up. You have the fans. Both sides are filled. And also, we saw about 10-15 of Lansing United's supporter group here, so we'll see how that kind of interaction ends up coming and pushing the players forward.
Now, some of the Lansing United supporters were on hand, and they were getting a bit loud in the pregame festivities, but the Northern Guard was having none of it. They made it a point, as we should say, to kind of stomp them out in terms of their noise. So we are just about ready to roll as you get a look at Stephen Owusu for Lansing United. United in the visiting white kit with the light blue trim, the light blue shorts. Rouge will be in the Rouge with the white trim, and we are just about ready to go. DCFC with 17 points, tied for second with Lansing, who also has 17 points. They're chasing Madison with their win this weekend, moved to the top. They have 19 points, so doing the math, a huge 3 points on the line here today. This game will go a long way in determining what happens in the Midwest region of the NPSL, and we are underway in downtown Detroit. Out through the midfield, Troy Watson will play it wide to the right. Here comes Zach Sheewey. Sheewey's ball sent up and in, taking by the goalkeeper, Quinn McEnany. Now McEnany will send it out of bounds, and Zeke, looks like you're seeing a concerted effort here from Rouge to put some pressure on Lansing early.
Yeah, the guys play best when they're pressing every time the defender gets the ball. It starts from the front, and Wade Allen, who's been with the team for the past 4 years.
Here comes Sheewey, will send it across, where it's knocked towards the sideline. Now Jeff Atkins with control, so some pressure here from Rouge in the first minute and 5 seconds of this contest.
And like I was saying, it all starts from the front. You got some veterans in there like Wade Allen, Zach Sheewey, and David Edwardson, who keep the guys honest and keep them hungry, because they've seen what a great team throughout the regular season looks like. I'm I'm sure all of us want to see what that postseason greatness is.
Charlie Constantino able to clear it out temporarily, but the ball has been in the Lansing United side of the field since we opened play. We're just about 2 minutes in. There's no score. The Rouge and Lansing United set to do battle.
Can't you just feel it? It's a lot of energy in the stadium today.
Now the left football served up into the box. It's headed away. Fans, today's weather is brought to you by Grand Circus, bridging the gap between Detroiters and the businesses that want to hire great people. Kickstart your career with Grand Circus. For more information, log on to grandcircus.com. And the weather, 75 degrees and sunny. There's a nice breeze blowing. It is about as picture perfect a day as you could ever ask for any kind of outside activity. And a very large crowd has made the trek here to downtown Detroit to take in some Detroit City soccer. 3 minutes in, and that was close to the line on the play by McEnany.
Very strange play. But as long as you keep the ball in, you can't really say too much about it.
McEnany sends it skyward with the right boot. Squirts out towards the left side. Dave Edwardson plays it. Edwardson had the goal for Detroit City in the loss at Lansing United earlier this season. That was a 3-1 Lansing victory.
His ball movement is just wonderful right now. And Wade Ellen just let that one go out and get all the rest of the guys up. But you can see the 1- and 2-touch passing, moving it quickly, not standing on it for too long. The guys are really going after it today.
Ball is headed down. Now it makes its way over to Shiwi again. Suzanne Shiwi spent a lot of time in possession in that right back spot. Through the midfield, Constantino controls. For really the first time here today, United with the ball in terms of possession. A shot on. Boyanek comes to the challenge. Not much difficulty in stopping that. Boyanek coming off a shutout win at Pittsburgh. Boyanek sends it up. At midfield. Josh Rogers sends it wide to the right side. Trickles over the sideline. Rowan coming for Lansing. 4.5 minutes in, no score. Neal Ruhl, Zeke Harris with you. Tuning in wherever you may be watching around the world. Up towards the middle of the field. Will Mellors-Blair unable to control. But Zeke, I know you talk about Will Mellors-Blair often. He's having a tremendous season here for the Rouge. He's capable at any moment of striking.
Yeah, that's the great thing about him. You have no idea when that speed burst is just going to come and get you.
Ball squirts free and it's played out of bounds safely by Shiwi. So a throw-in coming to Lansing.
And for the past 5 minutes, Detroit has had the ball. They kept it moving. But on instances like that, possession doesn't matter if you're not scoring goals. I mean, I know this is early in the game, but that shows even a small mental mistake, even when you're playing well, can cost you. In a game like this, with two great teams and a lot on the line, the first goal is going to have a lot to do with how this game ends up turning out.
Throw-in coming for Lansing. They were able to get another shot that missed very high. The Lansing United beginning to put some possession together. Oh, here comes Rouge, that outlet looking for Mellors.
Whoa, he crushed him.
Big time tackle made by Dave Edwardson. And here comes Mellors-Blair trying to track it down, sends it across. But it crossed the goal line before he could get to it. But Dave Edwardson lowering the boom.
You don't make Dave mad, that's for sure. Yeah, and it was a great catch all ball. Keeping hot.
Coming in hot.
When he goes for it, he goes for it. And so it's good to see that he gets the ball when he does, or that could have ended up not looking too good for the other player.
Head coach Ben Pierman looks on. Of course, he's on the Michigan State Spartan staff.
Yeah, and what's interesting about him being on the MSU staff is he can't actually coach players during the summer. So there are no current Michigan State players on the team right now. But on Lansing, there's definitely going to be a couple. I know Jason Stacy is one, number 7 in the midfield right now, currently plays at Michigan State. So he'll be coaching against some of his current players.
There's Troy Watson sending it back. Rogers. Send it over to Seb Harris. Seb Harris, a game-winning goal in the game against Cleveland earlier in the season. Here in downtown Detroit. Long pass sent up. That will be headed up in the air by Rogers. Rogers couldn't get everything he wanted on it. Here comes Constantino. Constantino trying to track it down and does. Touch pass, looking up towards the middle. Looking forward to Cosimo. So throw-in coming towards the corner. Mason Stacy sends it in. Rogers heads it high into the air. Foul is called, and to Cosimo. Very physical there.
It's good to have Jeff Atkins back. He's a very shifty player. And with him and Cyrus Sadie playing together, that's a one and done in the box. There's a lot of dangerous players for the city today.
Jeff Atkins, really, when you look at it, his game is about physicality, isn't it? It's about getting in there.
Yeah. Great recovery by Cyrus Sadie.
And Cyrus Sadie as well. He's another guy that's not afraid to get in there and get physical.
It's strange because they're the smallest guys on the field, but they're able to use their bodies perfectly just to wedge those defenders out of the way and hang onto the ball.
Cosmo with the challenge and the collection. Constantino sends it towards the midfield. Awusu. Cosmo sends it out wide to the right. Owusu sends it up towards the box. Boyanik able to knock it down and control. After a very strong 5 minutes for Detroit City, Lansing has kind of shifted the field in terms of balance.
Yeah, I was just going to say, first 5, and not so much, but they've gotten into the groove where now they're playing and passing and moving. And honestly, they've had more chances than City in the first 10 minutes at least.
Ball is played back. Ben Lamb had a go of it. Now through the backfield, Liam Madden controls. Over 10 minutes in, no score. Big time match here at Estadio Azteca. First place on the line. Whoever comes away with a victory here will have 20 points in the Midwest region. Will be all alone on top. Ball served into the box, taken easily by McEnany.
Yeah, good idea. A little bit premature since there was only Wade Allen in the box at the time. If he whips that one low and hard, he might be able to catch one of the defenders off on their back foot and maybe have a chance that would be a surprise to us.
Good slide tackle made in the midfield, but the ball comes free. Watson controls in the middle. Out to Shiwi. Shiwi second in city history in games played and minutes played. Ball crossed into the box. Punched out towards the middle. Owusu able to clear it. And now Owusu's the target. That ball will trickle in to Boyanin. So the native of France scoops it up. Plays his college soccer at Saginaw Valley State under new head coach Andy Wagstaff.
Lucky that Troy was able to get a stretch of the leg out there to get a hold of that before it was in for number 10.
Gomez lets it trickle out. Now the throw-in will be coming as he will step up to take it.
I really think the supporters love that Lansing has at least brought a couple of people out. Can't hear them, but they're here nonetheless. And you can, and I see a lot of the cheers and sometimes fingers being pointed directly at Lansing United supporter group.
As I talked about earlier in the broadcast, I saw a couple of them having words with each other out in the parking lot before the game. Certainly emotions are running high between the two fan bases, as you figure they might, given everything that's on the line here today. So no score, almost 13 minutes in. Foul is called against City.
This could turn out to be a really dangerous foul. They have a couple of big guys. They swing this in and put it in a dangerous spot. I mean, it could possibly end not so well for City.
Jason Stacy over in the vicinity. United will have their choice of two for this dangerous restart. Already some jockeying for position in the box. Josh Rogers in the middle of it, as you might expect. And here we go. Served up towards the back post, and it's headed away by Rogers as bodies go flying into the woodwork. Actually knocked the netting back off the goal line.
Yeah, had me holding my breath for a second. Dave backed into it. Thankfully, he's a tough Englishman and just kind of walked away from it. Sometimes the goalkeeper tracks the ball.
Comes a corner now for Lansing United. That goes off the crossbar and out of play, so a bender off the corner kick. Nearly found the back of the net. Very impressive effort. It's something you don't see too often, Zeke. Able to get that kind of English on it to almost score a goal from the corner.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing to say the least if that would end up making its way into the goal. Jason he has a really good left foot. Really good young player. I'm not sure if he actually meant to do that. And if he did.
Foul is called in the midfield. Quick restart by Detroit City. Cyrus Sadie plays it up with the left foot. And taken to the ground is Jeff Atkins. He will be staying on the ground, at least temporarily. Looks up at the official. So a throw-in coming for the Rouge.
Looks like the outside back might have caught him just on the knee. Probably running off and be all right.
Now the throw will be awarded to Lansing United, so not much cracking for Detroit City. You get a look at Jeff Atkins, the second on Butler University in points in 2014 Atlantic 10 all-freshman team. Was a four-year starter at Utica High School. Known for his quick feet, also very physical player as well. And Zeke, I know in the Atlantic 10, as you know, I'm sure you've had your fair share of encounters with him during your time in Michigan. Atlantic 10, very physical conference as well.
Yeah, they're very similar to the Big Ten, and they recruit a lot of big guys who aren't afraid to get in for those tackles and challenge for what they believe is theirs. So Big Ten and Atlantic 10 are some of the tougher conferences.
Fans, the next 15 minutes are presented by M1 Imaging Center, specializing in the highest quality neck, spine, and brain injury diagnostics. For more information, visit m1imaging.com. Cyrus Sadie steps up, plays it towards the box. Sadie had an opportunity and a crack at it. It was just out of his reach, but a throw-in has been awarded to Rouge. Zeke Harris will trot over to do the honors. Zeke Harris, who had 12 goals during his 3 years playing at Oakland University, now will instead abandon it and trot off into the box. Ball sent goalward, comes out, played high in the air by Owusu. United looking to advance it up the right side. It's taken away by Watson. Troy Watson's been very active in the midfield here today.
Yeah, he's a good young player out of Saginaw Valley, I believe, but also one of the calmest players I've ever met. Never rattled by anything that's going on in the game. And a really solid holding mid who just gets it from one side and sends it to the other.
So Jeff Atkins over to send the corner up towards the cage. So Atkins is known as a finisher. Now we'll try to serve it up. It's headed on wide of the right side of the goal. Probably the best opportunity of the match so far. Will Mellors-Blair in the mix. Atkins put it on a tee, and it was headed just wide right. Mellors-Blair exploded for 2 goals against Madison, went off to a standing ovation in that contest. Challenging for the league lead in goals. Prudhomme over to toss it in. Prudhomme to throw it in. Played up towards the box. Now here comes an opportunity for Lansing. Owusu. Headed away by Wade Allen.
Left it behind.
Back up towards the middle. Troy Watson with a bit of a miscommunication. Sends it out of bounds, so another throw-in coming for Lansing. The ball went right through the mud puddle, you see.
Yeah, right at the half line.
Coming through the mud puddle, had a good deal
of mud.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, rain. The rest of the field is nice, but that little section is not too good.
Stephen Owusu plays it out of bounds, so the ball will go back to Detroit City. Zeke Owusu had a strong last maybe 10 minutes of play.
Yeah, he's really dangerous. In the same way we have Jeff Atkins and Cyrus Sadie as those quick, shifty players, he's the exact same thing for Lansing United. Probably someone who you don't want to catch 1v1 too many times. He's created a lot of things for Lansing.
Sadie, and a nice effort there by Wade Allen. Tried to connect with Edwardson. And a yellow card has been issued.
Fans aren't too happy about that, but it's running full speed. There's only so much you can do. At the end of the day, it is a foul. I mean, David.
But what about this effort here?
What a touch, though.
From Wade.
Look at that touch. Almost like a rainbow. But yeah, at a certain point he couldn't stop, and sometimes everyone kind of understands what has happened. Unfortunately, it is a car, and then Ben's not too happy about it.
So Edwardson.
You almost put the ref in a hard position.
So we'll see what effect that has on Edwardson's play. For the remainder of this match, 22 minutes in, there's no score. Neal Ruhl, Zeke Harris with you. Very entertaining game so far. Detroit City came out on the attack the first 7 or 8 minutes of this contest. The field was very tilted. Since that time, the Lansing United have righted the ship. Maybe had the better of the number of chances. But good opportunities for both sides. Atkins crosses. Moved out towards midfield. There's a giveaway. Leah Madden controls. Now it's taken away from Madden. Atkins. Now there's Blair. That's out of the reach of Jeff Atkins. Will go for a goal kick. Canady will be able to put the boot to it.
And you can see it in spurts. There'll be three, four passes, but that last one just isn't connecting. And hopefully we're able to shake it off and keep going, but at a certain point, those kind of missed opportunities are going to add up. And
foul called in the midfield. Troy Watson's taken down. Quick restart. Rogers tried to connect with Mellors Blair. Out to the middle of the field, Cyrus Sadie. Mellors Blair knocked it down with his right hand.
Cyrus pinged it into him.
Northern Guard, they're amped up today. I mean, they're always amped up, but today in particular. A lot of chatter on Twitter. Perusing the social media today before coming downtown. They had a little something extra today, Zeke.
Does that include like 20 pounds of smoke?
I did not get a smoke count today. I didn't meet with the Northern Guard pregame. They did not alert me to the levels of smoke. 71 pounds, I'm told. But that's it, though. I think that last time they were in the 30s, today 71, so they're loaded and ready for bear. Boy, for any road team to come into this environment, it's a tough racket. Harris trots down. 25 minutes in. First place in the Midwest region hanging in the balance.
A lot is on
the winner of this contest will have that honor. Cleared out by the Lansing defense. Shiwi. McEnany over. McEnany in that bright yellow goalkeeper get up. We'll send it skyward.
So far, it's been two good teams just going at it, and a lot of opportunities for goals. I think I would be shocked if this game ended up being 0-0. I don't expect it to at all. But no team has, as of yet, shown that they wanted more than the other. I'm waiting for that one player to say, like, okay, this is my time. This next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to make something happen.
Long ball sent up. Looking for Owusu. Owusu controls. He's been one of the best players on the field today in terms of possession. Here comes LaRouge with it. Played back to Boyanin. And Zeke, of course, as these two teams go at it and continue to grind on each other, we talked about what's on the line, and everybody knows what's on the line. A history between these two teams as well. It can get chippy at times. That takes its toll, doesn't it? And maybe as the course of minutes being ticked off the clock, as we see some more physicality out there, that will take its toll, and maybe that will reveal who today's winner will be.
And yeah, in such an exciting game, it can sometimes be a detriment just because you're expelling so much energy on the small things, as you should, but it can also lead to a lot of mental mistakes. And we've seen each side make a couple, but luckily their goalies have made saves or it just hasn't connected. But in an exciting game like this, it's not only a physical toll that the fans and the game takes on you. It's mental as well, and a lot of times, like, that mental battle is where games are won or lost.
So Shiwi controls. Shiwi played his college soccer at Bowling Green out of the MAC Conference. Now on the left side, Jeff Atkins has it. Ball drop back to Edwardson. Edwardson had the goal against Lansing United earlier this season. His first goal he ever scored for Detroit City, and a grab foul is called. Jeff Atkins having some words with the official.
Going for the top pocket.
And a yellow card has been issued. So Zeke, we talked about it. The physicality and the chippiness is showing itself.
I'm guessing it couldn't be on the foul. It's a grab.
Words.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I can't remember what they call it for when you're talking back to the ref. Dissent. That's what it is. I'm sure he said something not too pleasurable to the referee about the foul.
The end result, though, of this yellow card, a very dangerous opportunity for City. Jeff Atkins over. He is sizing things up.
If he can place it right on the 6-yard box, that would be perfect. Because even if someone gets a touch on it or not, it's on its way, it's on goal. You want to keep it on goal, and it also forces the goalie to either come in or stay back. But none of that happens if you hit the wall.
That is
none
true.
of that happens. So.
Thank you for all that analysis,
Yeah.
Zeke, but it's not needed. Ball played into the wall. And now another foul will be called to Cosimo with a physical takedown.
Okay, again, if we can actually get, well, how about we just get it over the wall? I just want us to get it over the wall, and then we'll see what comes of it.
So Cyrus Sadie will tee it up. We'll try it again. Troy Watson jumps up into the play.
All right, Cyrus, don't make me look bad here.
Cyrus, left foot, into the box. It's loose, still loose. Between the legs of Troy Watson, who now controls. Sadie chips it back.
In.
Right foot shot over top of the bar by Dave Edwardson. So the most dangerous City opportunity.
When you put it into it and then you just let, I don't know, what's, yeah, that would have been amazing if we were able to catch it on the outside of his boot and bend it in. But he's going away. Give him credit for even attempting it.
So Edwardson was that close to drawing first blood over 30 minutes in. And there's Will Mellors-Blair and that speed on display. Mellors-Blair had his path impeded. Wanted a foul call but wouldn't get it.
Kind of the first time we called his name today.
So Charlie Constantino in the books for the yellow card for Lansing. The official's been in the pocket, lots of cards. These two teams, no love lost, going right at it here today, and why not? Everything is on the line. Cyrus Sadie in the midfield. Shiwi had it for a second, now lost control of it. There's Matt Brown. His pass out wide. Sarah Sadie with a nice collect. Watson. She's been very busy at that right back spot.
And I keep watching Dave Edwardson just because he already has a yellow and he's a hard tackler. That's probably going to be on Coach Ben's mind when he's thinking about subs and second half. I mean, Dave gives it his all, but one mistake can leave City with a man down. So they really have to play it safe and keep his head.
Some more physicality out there. Ben Lamb and Mellors Blair mix it up. You hear the bodies colliding up here from the press box. It's a man's game out there today, Zeke. There's no question about it. Watson. Shiwi. Watson again. Mellors Blair. Wide to the right. Mellors Blair shot deflected. And a corner kick will be awarded. So Mellors Blair showing he's not shy about pulling the trigger from wherever he is on the field.
Oh, that's one thing for sure. He isn't afraid to shoot ever from anywhere all the time.
Corner kick is short, so now a throw-in will be coming for Detroit City. Man, a substitution. Channel steps into the game.
It'll be a good balance with Williams up top. Tyler's more of the physical, hold the ball up, distributed, back to goal type of player, while Williams is more head down, speed, taking players 1v1. So I expect that they should work really well together.
So Wade Allen goes out. Tyler Channel goes in. And Zeke, talk about that. We're just over the 34-minute mark. A bit of an early substitution by Ben Bierman.
Yeah, he must have seen something that he may not have been able to get out of Wade this game in particular. And I think Wade knows he's a good player, but bringing in fresh legs, even early in the game, can still have a shift in momentum.
So getting word from Lindsey Pearson that actually Allen has a bit of a shoulder injury, I'm told.
Yeah, he's my apologies. He's actually been out for a couple of weeks because of that. He played in our scrimmage against Ann Arbor FC a couple of days ago for the first time, but it must be bothering him again.
So big ups to Lindsey Pearson up here in the press box, keeping us.
Yeah, just all the info.
Yeah,
she's got the scoop. I play on the team and she's got the scoop.
That's right, Lindsey. Not the head. Yeah. Making things happen out here. Mover and a shaker. Still no score. 36th minute. Neal Ruhl, Zeke Harris with you. And Estadio Azteca, downtown Detroit. Many people taking this one in. And another foul is called. This time on Lansing. Much to the chagrin of the United squad. This will be another dangerous situation here for Detroit City. And judging by this crowd here today, I think they're going to make another run in an attendance record. It seems every week you get a new attendance record.
Yeah, because it's not only on the supporter side, but
there's not a seat
on
anywhere
this fan section. It's
you see in the screenshot now. I mean, people are 3 and 4 deep over on that side, standing and watching. So here we go. Ball served up into the box, and it's headed away. Another throw-in coming for the Rouge. Throw-in on its way up towards the box, headed up in the air. Tyler CHANNELL heads it, and there was some miscommunication defensively. McEnany wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do. Fans in partnership with the Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers, Detroit City FC is excited to host youth clinics throughout the season. Each clinic will feature DCFC players and is free for kids 6 through 12 with a coupon that can be obtained at any local Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer location. Be sure to stop by your local Metro Detroit Chevy dealer today and see why Chevy drives the Motor City and Chevy drives Detroit City FC. So throw in for United. Liam Madden plays it towards the middle. Mellors Blair touches it up in the air. Now he's looking to go on the run. Mellors Blair puts his head down.
Oh, the speed.
Mellors Blair's in a low right footed shot. It back over the net.
Golazo! Taking it by himself. That's a real man's goal.
Well, speed kills. And Will Mellors Blair delivered the blow as he flat out turned on the Jets and ran away from everyone.
That's 1, 2, 3. They should all be embarrassed. They should all be.
And the Lansing United defense, all they can say is, I tried to keep up with Will Mellors Blair. It's a tough racket.
On the last guy, I would just say weight room. He just bodied him off the ball. Wow. Every game, you don't know how he's going to do it, but he does it.
Lightning in a bottle for Mellors Blair. It's just that quickly, folks. He turns on the Jets and finishes, and some physicality down here along the sideline. And I saw here an elbow was actually thrown at Cyrus Sadie, and Ben Pierman is having some words with the official. It's getting heated. Jake Prudhomme threw an elbow at Cyrus Sadie. So the official calling Prudhomme and Cyrus Sadie over. Let's take another look at it. Now it came after the ball went out of play. You watch right here. There you go. That was a right elbow that was thrown at Cyrus Sadie. That's a fact. That happened. So the Lansing United shaken, not stirred right now after that Mellors Blair strike out of nowhere, it seemed. We're 40 minutes in. Mellors Blair the target again, headed away from him by Ben Lamb. And Zeke, we talked about it, the difference was going to be made here today by somebody not making a play, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, Lansing had 3 chances to stop him.
Tyler CHANNELL again with his nose around the cage. Sadie heads it up in the air.
And we may see a similar theme as in games past, where once that first unexpected goal is scored, everyone wants one. And I'm positive Will try to get another. I am positive.
So a throw-in coming now for Lansing United. And again, the Northern Guard has erupted. There's 71 pounds of smoke They are well prepared. Cyrus Sadie takes Prudhomme to the ground.
I think they've begun to ration it out a little bit. I think they expect goals at home, so I'm sure they're probably prepared for about a good 7 goals.
So free kick coming for Leah Madden. It's getting heated between Prudhomme and Cyrus Sadie right now, to say the least. Tension is running high here in downtown Detroit. First place on the line.
Oh, you gotta beat the first man, huh?
Tyler Channell with a nice job there, disrupting that play. It'll be a throw-in now instead of a free kick. And now Tyler Channell's hit with a yellow card.
Did I miss something? Did he ever count out the 10? Come on, that's a weak card.
So Channell goes in the books. We'll try it again. Ball served into the box one more time.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Fan down by Jason Stacy.
Uh-oh.
And now Mellors Blair.
He's on still.
Is up ahead. Long cross goes to Channell instead. Mellors Blair loses that challenge. Now it's chipped high up into the air. Rogers knocks it down.
Yeah, I wish Atkins would have just played the ball in front of Will and let him run again.
Channell goes in the books. I've lost count. All this yellow that's flying around. Foul is called. So possession will go to Lansing United. Get a look at Tyler Channell, and I'll tell you what, Zeke, Tyler Channell has come into this game and made a difference.
Yeah, he's a great young player, very physical. He isn't afraid to throw his body in the way, as you can see from his yellow card, but once again, he attracts attention in the same, and actually in a different way than Will does. Will tries to get in behind while Tyler Channell checks in, so it makes the defenders have to choose between one or the other.
Offside flag is up. Tyler Channell, second team All-GLIAC performer. Saginaw Valley in 2013 went to Troy Athens High School.
Yeah, I actually got a coach. I got a text from one of the past coaches, Kale Weiserman, talking about why he never gets shout-outs. He's watching from home, and he's got a bunch of Saginaw Valley players out there. So, Kale, this is your shout-out. Thank you for being a DCFC coach. And
tweeted at the picture as well. He's got it set up there in the living room on the big screen. He's doing it right. Ball played up to Will Mellors Blair, looking for Channell.
He let it go.
Knocked down by Ben Lamb. There's Mellors Blair sending out to Channell. He will not win the race. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Rouge is buzzing here in the course of the last couple minutes. Zeke Harris mixing it up. Watson plays it out of harm's way. So throw in coming.
That first goal is crucial in good games like this. That first goal.
Corner kick now awarded. So right here before halftime, he said 2 minutes of stoppage time. Another dangerous opportunity here for Lansing.
And Coach Ben is calling all the players in to defend this last set piece.
Here we go. Sent towards the back post. Now it's headed towards the middle. Cleared out. Chip back into the box. It's deflected. What a save made by Boyanek.
That was a great, you can see he's standing in unbelief. That was a great save.
Alex Boyanek with a tremendous save. Ball was deflected in midair and he adjusted. Take a look at this. Unbelievable.
Yeah, oh wow. Right over Josh Rogers' head, but that's what you need from your goalkeepers. 1 to 2 times to really step up and make the save.
And the whistle will sound in 45 minutes in the books here in downtown Detroit. But Zeke, what an amazing first half of action. 2 heavyweights in the Midwest region going at it here today. They certainly have not disappointed through 45 minutes of play.
Yeah, this game means a lot for both of the teams. I mean, coming out on top of the table, getting these 3 points, it means playoff potential. It means getting those home games so that you can really make a run at the cup. Today is just as important, if not more, than any other game they played in the past. It's redemption for DCFC, and for Lansing, it's an opportunity to take us down at home. I mean, but with goals and saves as exciting as we've seen.
Alex Boyanek with an unbelievable save to uphold this 1-0 Detroit City FC lead. But Will Mellers-Blair, the man of the hour so far for the Rouge. It was his goal here in the first half that's given Detroit City that 1-0 lead in the 38th minute. And look, we've talked about it, his nickname is Flash. That's all it was. It was the Flash coming down the middle of the field.
Like Flash and Hulk combined. Jeez.
And now our own Lindsey Pearson is standing by with DCFC head coach Ben Pierman. Lindsey.
Guys, coach, thoughts on the first half?
We played a really good game, but like you said, it's just the first half. We played really well. You know, probably deserved to be up by a goal. Cons had to keep us in there with 30 seconds left. You know, we did all the work for 45 minutes and then almost gave it away. And, you know, it shouldn't be 11-11, but it is. You just got to go from there and keep working.
And what do you tell your guys in the locker room now?
Mainly, same thing I just told you. That was a half. We got 45 more minutes, and, you know, if we can do all that tough work, like I told you, 30 seconds, we almost gave it right back to them. So 45 minutes, they're going to come out flying. They're the reigning champs, and they want this probably as badly as we do, so we're going to have to match our intensity.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Lindsey. So 45 minutes of play in the books. Detroit City with a 1-0 lead on the Will Mellers-Blair goal. So we will take a break, come back into the second half of action. This is Detroit City Soccer.
The motto of Detroit City Football Club is passion for our city, passion for the game. And now in the summer of 2015, with the help of Flagstar Bank, an additional line can be added, passion for our neighborhoods. DCFC, Flagstar, and the community advocates of Detroit are working together to organize the inaugural Neighborhood Champ program. The goal of the initiative is to provide 60 residents from neighborhoods across Detroit free transportation, tickets, and giveaways to each Rouge home match in downtown Detroit.
Well, we like this program because it's about neighborhoods, it's about Detroit, it's about the passion for sports, it's about the power of uniting people together through sports, and that's really important for us.
In the first week of the program, residents of the Hubbard Farms neighborhood gathered to watch Detroit City FC's home opener against the Muskegon Risers.
We have neighbors from all over the Hubbard Farms, Southwest Detroit area, and some kids from the Clark Park soccer program and also from Lighthouse Academy in Southwest Detroit. And we're all meeting the school bus here and taking it out to the DCFC game.
Tickets in hand and free t-shirts ready, a bus transports the neighborhood champs to the team's home field at Cass Tech Stadium, where they're treated to an unforgettable soccer atmosphere. In 2015, neighborhood residents from all across Detroit, from Osborne to Grandmont Rosedale to Springwells, will be lending their voices to the sold-out crowds all season long. And hopefully, thanks to Flagstar and CDAD, they will head back to their neighborhoods with a new love for soccer and the pride of being a part of Detroit's soccer team.
Strong neighborhoods are a backbone to a vibrant city, and so there's a great revitalization going on in Detroit right now, and it's important that that happen all across the city. And so we love to support organizations that do just that in the neighborhoods.
DCFC, Flagstar, and CDAD, bringing the beautiful game to Detroit neighborhoods all summer long.
DCFC, 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 DCFC.
We came up with the idea in the fall of 2010.
We wanted to start a business that we felt good about and that we could 100% stand behind.
Our company has integrity, and the way we do everything within our company is the right way. I mean, we're not cutting corners on anything.
3 to 5 pounds of organic produce goes into one bottle. So there's no water added, no preservatives, it's unpasteurized, there's absolutely nothing else, it's just fruits and vegetables.
It's been really cool to introduce real food to people and see how they get really excited about it, and then they realize that it's working for them and it's making them feel better, and then they come back.
In the cold press method, all of the ingredients are juiced separately. So the produce is essentially put into cloth bags and it's pressed with 9 tons of pressure.
We didn't co-opt anyone's recipes ounce by ounce, we made them up. So we just got a bunch of greens and put them together, and we knew once you start tasting, you realize, well, this is bitter, this can't go with this. You begin to know the nuances of each ingredient and how you can mix them.
We mix all of the juices by recipe, literally down to an ounce. So we do them in pretty small batches. You know, we try to kind of maintain the quality and control of everything.
We don't make something and set it on the shelf and then it's good for a few months. We have this logistical orchestra happen every single day where we have to keep fresh product coming in, manufacture it, move it out, sell it within 3 to 5 days for our raw line.
Our customer base is kind of growing with us, and it's pretty cool to watch because you see, when they first started, everyone was like, what is this stuff? Why is it $10 a bottle? And now it's, what else do you have? Yeah. What can I get that's a little bit more intense and a little bit more exciting?
Our original location, which is a kitchen storefront combo, is in downtown Plymouth, Michigan. And, we're very grateful we actually outgrew that kitchen within a year.
We have 5 locations now.
2 of them are our own stores and 3 are shared spaces.
We've always been thinking about the future and what the next step is, and who's going to be drinking our juice, and what other products we're going to come out with, and what cities we're going to open in. So the future is always, it's constant. It's a constant part of it. We started looking at everything we had to do, and we decided we had to do it just perfect from the beginning. We just wanted it to be, beautiful.
Remember the kid who always jumped first? The one who taught you to follow your heart. We seek those relentlessly committed to the lives and well-being of our brothers and sisters. The belief that a better life for everyone is our calling. We celebrate the kids who jump first. Because before equity of care was news, we were making it happen. We've been building it for 100 years. The world is finally catching up.
Soccer World is your #1 source for all your soccer needs. We have the largest selection of shoes with over 300 styles to choose from, replica and authentic jerseys from all over the world, plus the latest and hottest new gear before anyone else gets it. Everything for all levels of soccer players, even coaches and referees, plus a knowledgeable staff that can help you with all your soccer needs. Soccer World for all your soccer needs, located in Rochester Hills, Brighton, and Canton, or at soccerworldonline.com.
In front of 3,210 fans, Detroit City FC would beat the Minnesota Twin Stars 6-1, matching its most lopsided victory in team history at Kaztech Stadium. Take you ahead to the 6th minute, where Colin McAtee would send a through ball to Cyrus Sadie. Tyler Channell would get the party started with the goal to put DCFC up 1-0. 29th minute, Shiwi would send a cross into the box. Latifa Lashe with a world-class finish, 2-0 City. The 45th minute, Will Mellors-Blair took a ball off the clearance, took it into the box and scored. to put City up 3-0, but they weren't done in the first half. Also in the 45th minute, Taylor with a perfect pass to Jeff Atkins, who would volley it over the goalkeeper into the net. DCFC would go to the break with a 4-0 lead. 54th minute, Jeff Atkins would carry it down the sideline, pass to James Murphy, and Murphy would get in on the party as well. City was in control, 5-0. 82nd minute, the Twin Stars would get on the board behind a Brian Chapman goal. That would be the only goal that the Twin Stars would get on the evening. Just a minute later, City would come right back when Murphy would find William Mellors-Blair, who netted his second goal of the night. That would do it. Detroit City FC comes away with a 6-1 win over the Minnesota Twin Stars. In front of 3,012 Rouge supporters in its NPSL season opener, Detroit City FC would send its fans home with a smile after a thrilling 3-2 victory. DCFC would carry the play early with a couple of quality chances, but in the 19th minute, DCFC would finally break through as McAtee would get a through ball from Batista and put it in the back of the net for the Detroit City goal. In the 30th minute, Tom Beck would rip a right-footed shot from the corner where he was denied by Brett Mullen. 5 minutes later, AFC Cleveland would regain possession and Sergio Minicio would rip a shot to equalize the game at 1. With time winding down in the first half, Tommy Catalano would find William Mellors-Blair at the top of the box where Mellors-Blair would put DCFC atop 2-1 going to the locker room. In just 1 minute into the second half, AFC Cleveland would score a goal to equalize the game at 2 as Tom Beck would put the header in. But in the 88th minute, DCFC off the Zeke Harris header would score the go-ahead goal as time winded down, and Detroit City FC would come away with the 3-2 win over AFC Cleveland.
Good to be back at Cass. Good to be in a real 90-minute match against a pretty good team. You know, a lot of guys got minutes, so it's. I told him after the game that's the starting point. We just got to get better every single day.
I played here last summer with Fort Pitt, but it was nice putting this jersey on tonight. I almost walked in the away dressing room at halftime. It was funny, but it was great. It was great having supporters chant for you, not against you. It's awesome. The atmosphere is great. It's really, really fun to be a part of, so can't thank them enough.
The performances, I was evaluating more individual and pairs and in units versus how the whole team played and getting 3 points. You know, so moving forward, I think, you know, there's 16, 17 guys there that really said, oh, I can do this or I can do that. The veterans and the guys who have been here 3, now 4 years, they play for pride and they play for the city, and the new guys see that right away. So it just kind of shows the depth of the squad right now, and everybody's pushing. So training's probably just as hard as games, and you know, things are intense, and guys are really flying right now.
The guys that scored hopefully have confidence going forward now. We kept the clean sheet in the first half, so hopefully the back line gets a little bit stronger. Put 2 solid days work in on training, and then we have the Bucks after that. So big games coming up for us.
Welcome back to downtown Detroit. Castech Stadium, 1-0 the score. Detroit City with the lead through 45 minutes of play. First place hanging in the balance. The Midwest region of the NPSL. Let's take a look at what happened throughout the course of the first half. A very physical first half. As soon as this match was kicked off, we saw a lot of action. A heavy lumber there laid by Dave Edwardson. And these two teams went back and forth. Lots of yellow cards were issued, lots of physical altercations. We saw the elbow thrown there by Jake Prudhomme as the chippiness was at a very high level. And speaking of high level, Will Mellors-Blair in the 38th minute right there, striking for the only goal of the first half. So Flash, as he's known, doing his thing. And then it was that save by Alex Boyanik. Incredible adjustment in midair to be able to get his hand and punch it over the top of the bar. The Lansing United just left to shake their heads and wonder what might have been. They trail it 1-0 here in the second half as we are just about ready to roll for the second 45 minutes of action. Neal Ruhl, Zeke Harris here with you, but Will Mellors-Blair, again the story, making a run at the goal-scoring title for the Midwest region and for the NPSL, as he has struck, I believe, for 6 goals now on the year. And they come out of nowhere all the time. Just a guy where you see his speed and what he can do with that speed. And he puts it on display often, and he struck here for the goal. But Alex Boyanek, hot on the heels of a shutout of Pittsburgh, has done the deed in the first half. And Will Mellors-Blair, again, he just gets to another gear and nobody in the league seems to be able to catch up to. Just a tremendous individual effort by WNB. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the league here in the Midwest region of the NPSL. Of course, first place on the line here, Detroit City, as we talked about, that 1-0 shutout of Pittsburgh. Cincinnati with a 2-0 win over Erie. The Michigan Stars with a big 5-2 victory over FC Indiana. The Madison 56ers, by nature of that 2-1 win over the Indiana Fire, have temporarily taken the first place spot here in the league. Of course, Detroit City and Lansing United 17 points apiece. Madison now with 19. The Madison 56ers with a 4-3 win over FC Indiana as well. And Minnesota United with a 2-1 win over the Cincinnati Saints. That rounds out the action of the weekend. Brought to you by Studio One Apartments. The teams are back out on the field. And we are just moments away from the second half between Detroit City and the Lansing United. So the Northern Guard fired up. Everybody here downtown, definitely a vibe amongst the fans. And we talked about it, this could be another run at an attendance record. Will Mellors-Blair in 38th minute. And Zeke, look, I know we're kind of beating it to death, but it's just speed, man. There is no substitute for it. You can't teach it, you can't obtain it. You just have it or you don't. Will Mellors-Blair has speed.
He has it and he uses it. I mean, that's a lot of times the difference between good and great players. They know they have it. They know they have the power, but it's just using it. And he uses it all the time in the right situations. I can't give him enough praise for doing his job. Simply doing his job and getting goals. But now I want another. I want to see him score another goal. 1-0 wins are very difficult to come by. We were able to do it against Fort Pitt, but I'd feel much more comfortable if Will went out and got us another.
So we're just about ready to roll here in the second half. Lansing United will control. Want to send a special Twitter shout out to NGS Hogs watching from Western Pennsylvania with his family, so we appreciate you doing that. Also a shout out to Padre. He's in Pine Mountain, Georgia on vacation, live streaming and live tweeting. That's from the DCFC Fancast. So thank you all, wherever you may be watching around the world. I know a lot of you not here in the Detroit area, but want to keep tabs on your Rouge. We're happy we're able to do that for you. So the second half underway. Detroit City, as they stand, 44 minutes away just about from being back at the top of the Midwest region. Boyanek sends it down. Mellors-Blair giving chase. McEnany will scoop it and roll it out. So Zeke, Lansing United, what do they have to do here in the second 45 if they want to draw even?
They have to keep on getting the ball to number 10. No. Mussolini. What number is he?
Stephen Owusu has been. Yeah.
Where did I get that name from? No idea.
I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know where you were going with that.
Get the ball to their number 10 and let him make things happen. He's been the most dangerous player on the field for Lansing. And everything seems to go through him.
Stephen Owusu certainly has, as he stalks the right side of the field now.
Is there a Mussolini anywhere in the stadium today?
There was one in Italy around the World War times.
I have no idea where that name came from at all.
Well, there's a giveaway. Jeff Atkins back heels of Will Mellors-Blair on the run, unable to catch up with it. McEnany slid and collided, I believe, with Matt Brown. So a dangerous play.
Now you can see he's laughing there because there was so much unexpected opportunity that came out of that. Just a little bit of a heel. And
now off the restart, ball is cleared by the United. Josh Rogers over to take it. Rogers had the goal in the 77th minute off the PK in the game against Buffalo to tie that match. Comes the goal kick. Sent out towards midfield up in the corner, looking for Owusu. Now here comes Dave Edwardson, looking for Tyler Channell. Channell cut off. The ball is punched away from behind by Austin Dunn, but it will result in a corner. And Zeke, it looks like City is making a concerted effort here to take advantage of their speed.
Yes, Lansing is really starting off slow. I wouldn't say Tyler Channell is the fastest guy, but he's big and he's strong, and he was able to get us a corner off a ball that he had no chance of getting to.
Corner served up towards the short post, headed away with not much difficulty by the United defense. Zichovsky. Kosowski had the game-tying goal in the 2-2 draw at Minnesota this year, so he scored some big-time goals. The youngest player on the City roster, a sophomore at Saginaw Valley State. Retreating and sending it across over towards Zach Shiwi.
It's a great turn.
Cyrus Sadie reverses field. Touches it up. Will Mellors-Blair has the goal in this 1-0 game.
Dave got negged there. I'm sure he'll be mad at himself for that. Jason Stacy with some quick feet.
A throw-in's awarded to Lansing. Right in front of head coach Ben Bierman. The ball is tossed in. Now the Rouge controls. Sent up for Tyler Channell. Now it comes through the midfield. Troy Watson. Watson's had a strong game here for City today as well. Into the 51st minute. Neal Ruhl, Zeke Harris with you. Along with well in excess of 3,000 people as well. Estadio Azteca, downtown Detroit. Mellors-Blair collects the pass.
Great cut.
Now looks to turn and make a run. Right side, it's Edwardson. Ball played past the goalkeeper and out of bounds. And fans, the next 15 minutes are brought to you by Flagstar Bank, the official bank of Detroit City FC, an official sponsor of the Neighborhood Champ program that brings 60 Detroit neighborhood residents to each and every Rouge home game. DCFC and Flagstar bringing the beautiful game to Detroit neighborhoods all summer long. Some of the tremendous programs DCFC does in the community. And Zeke, I know you get a chance and opportunity to be a part of that. That's important to you guys, isn't it, to be able to give back to the local community?
Yeah, it's great to be an ambassador of a sport that you love, especially for kids who don't always have the opportunity to get out and see some of their favorite players that they get to come out and watch. I mean, soccer is the world's sport. And
there's a rocket shot from Jeff Atkins straight on frame. McEnany equal to the task, but there was a little something out of nothing there.
Yeah, a little something out of nothing get you goals. But I'm really excited that all of us, the players, the fans, the coaches, get to be a part of building this soccer community. Detroit is a perfect ecosystem for soccer, as we can tell.
You certainly have to commend companies like Flagstar Bank, Chevrolet as well. It's on top of their radar as well, something I know is very important to them and their leadership as well. It takes everybody, all hands on deck, to rise the city up, and everybody affiliated trying to do their part for sure.
And the early investment by everyone involved will pay dividends in the end.
Rocket shot by Atkins. City wants a handball call, won't get it.
Yeah, Jeff comes down 2 times in a row and cuts in and takes the shot. I mean, I'm happy to see him really getting more, I don't know, just becoming more of a threat. Ooh,
Atkins again. They're giving him space. He continues to shoot.
He's getting warmed up.
He's on pace to set a record for shots and a half, I would imagine. If he keeps getting, what's it? The 3 shots here in the first 8 minutes and change. Sadie has it taken away from him, and now making the run on the slide is Zeke Harris right in front of the Northern Guard. You know, they appreciate that effort.
Yeah, Zeke was going in that full force. But what happens when you keep on shooting from so far out?
There's another shot that's blasted by Tyler Channell that just misses the left post.
That had to be inches.
So it's a shooting gallery right now for the Rouge. They are firing everything they got at the Lansing United goal here early in the second half.
It's good to see these shots coming, but like I was saying before, when you start shooting from 18 out, eventually you start pulling the defenders out, and that's going to create opportunities for players like Tyler Channell and Will, and also midfielders running past the forwards in for opportunities on goal. So these shots that may not be paying dividends, like I said before, but at this point, they'll create some more opportunities moving forward.
Let's take a look at the upcoming games brought to you by Henry Ford Health System. Just 2 more home games left on the docket. City will play host to the Michigan Stars on Saturday, July 11th. The Erie Commodores in town on the 17th. Hard to believe as the season winds down, Zeke, but again, we just keep going back to the importance of this match. After today, there's not many games left. That long outlet for Will Mellors-Blair. The offside flag is up.
I was watching William on the far side. He was pretty even with the line. He checked a couple of times before he went off, so that wasn't close. I think the far official might have just given the benefit of the doubt to the defenders.
Mellors-Blair looked around and gave the official the Dikembe Mutombo finger. He said, no, no, no. Now a substitution.
But as we've
Zach
seen
Pagani will check in.
And as we've seen in the first half, with Lansing holding that high line with such a fast player on the field, it might not be such a good idea.
Now a corner awarded to Lansing, so this could be a dangerous situation as Constantino trots over to do the honors. here we go. 57th minute, 1-0. City in the lead. Chipped up towards the back post, and a foul is called. A member of Rouge on the ground. So Boyanek will step over. So Matt Ricard.
Matty Rickard. That's Matt
coming in
Rickard.
the game.
Yeah.
And it's funny,
Yeah.
Matt Ricard plays his college soccer for Oakland. I get the opportunity to broadcast the games on ESPN3. And I asked him about that because everybody in the world calls him Rickard.
Really? Is it Ricard?
And I said, Matt, do you go by Matt Ricard or Matt Rickard? He goes, hey, you can say Ricard. So I said, okay, and that's what I go with, and everybody calls him Matt.
He came and he was actually at Michigan before he went to Oakland, so we always called him Matty Rickard. So he never, maybe he's just a nice guy and just doesn't correct anyone.
Well, I asked him, I said, what do you want me to call you in the broadcast? He said, Ricard's fine. So I said, okay, that's what I'll go with.
Is Ricard's fine the same thing as saying it's Ricard or it's Rickard? Because he could just be being nice. I don't know. We'll just go with Ricard then.
He is one of the good guys,
Very
though.
strange.
As you know, you got an opportunity. You know, when he was at Michigan, he is one of the good guys out there, though. He does a spot-on Bane impersonation from Batman. It is incredible.
Yeah, I would say he's a great guy off the field, but playing on the field,
6'3", yeah.
Yep. He's not afraid to get stuck in. I mean, those English guys, as you can tell from Dave Edwardson, they are not afraid to fight for his ball.
Well, he was one of the anchors on that Oakland team last year that won the Horizon League title, advanced to the second round of the NCAA tournament, defeated Kentucky in the opening round along the way. A very magical season for the Golden Grizzlies, and he was a big part of this. That shot sent just wide of the right post. So it didn't look like a very dangerous opportunity, turned into one for the United.
Yeah, and I would say just going off Matt Ricard, not him, but going off Matt Ricard, I would say don't give him space. He has a great shot. Not the fastest player, but geez, don't give him space. I don't know if the back line can hear me now, but don't give him space.
Boyanek puts a right boot to him. Maybe they can. I know members of the Northern Guard watch a broadcast from the stands, so.
Oh yeah, sometimes we get tweets that they're watching while they're watching the game.
We appreciate everybody's involvement on Twitter as well. Send it out with the hashtag WatchCity. 60th minute. 1-0. Detroit City in the lead. Neal Ruhl, Zeke Harris with you. We're in downtown Detroit, Aztec Stadium. In the shadows of the Motor City Casino, right in the heart of downtown. Will Mellors-Blair, the goal scorer, the 38th minute. And that is where we stand. Ball played to Zach Pagani. He yo-yos it down the sideline, and now he has control of it again. Into the box.
The ref says get up.
United player taken down. Referee says play on.
Captain Josh Rogers is like, if it's not a foul, it's a dive. And if it's a dive, it's a card.
So Will Mellors-Blair controls. He's on the run off to Sadie. Mellors-Blair turns and fires with the left foot. Not able to get much on it as it goes wide.
Oh, he comes back later.
And now a yellow card will be issued.
Yeah, he's giving him
the dive signal.
That's for diving.
So I believe that's Constantino. Or is it Owusu? The guys in the truck will probably give us another look at the incident in the box. And now bodies flying everywhere. Here comes Will Mellors-Blair on the outlet. Sends it out to Atkins. Atkins unable to keep it from going out of bounds. So another yellow card issue.
At the end of the day, when you're playing on this field for 90 minutes plus, you don't like each other. You simply don't like each other.
Very heated in the stands. I talked about it earlier. United supporters and the Northern Guard mixing it up in the streets beforehand. That's carried over onto the field. Seb Harris. We talked about Oakland soccer earlier. Seb Harris, a product of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies as well. He clears it out. Jeff Atkins through the middle.
And I must say, Lansing United subs have made a difference. They've been extremely dangerous in the second half and brought a lot of energy to the game.
So throw-in coming now for the Rouge. Cyrus Sadie touches it back. Sadie will run that down, and Sadie's taken down. The official says play on.
1v1.
Sofsky.
And he stands strong.
Sofsky had it taken away. Here comes United. Freddie Gomez. Gomez sends it wide towards the left side. Now through the middle, United controls. Long ball, nobody home. Steven Owusu was the intended target.
Was that the intended? I'm pretty sure he was nowhere close to the play.
I'm just guessing. I mean, there was
yeah. Probably within 50 yards. Yeah.
Yep.
If he was aiming in his general direction.
That's what I would have said if I was.
Nailed it.
Trying to set it up for Owusu. Edwardson knocks it down with a header.
Oh,
Shiwi sends it up to Channel. What a tremendous move by Zach Shiwi. Now Edwardson controls in the midfield, has some space.
Atkins far side.
Atkins again, we've said that name a lot here, Jeff Atkins. A lot of control.
Still has it.
Controls, and now the ball will be cleared. So right here in the second half, Zeke, Detroit City has really made a concerted effort. Today's attendance, 3,701, brought to you by Nancy Whiskey Pub. Another record. It seems as though every week we have a game here downtown. It's a new attendance record. That number just keeps going higher and higher and higher.
As it should. As it should. This is an exciting game to watch. A great atmosphere, great food, great people, fun times. I don't know if that's anybody's, if that's anyone's slogan, but tell your friends to come out to the game. At the end of the day, thank you for listening, but we want people coming to the game if you can.
And you've been getting the crowd shots here throughout the game. People are standing, they're 3 and 4 deep in some parts of the standing room. As you get a look at it on the screen right now, I mean, it is just an incredible environment. They're lining the field, they're everywhere. There's just people everywhere. Now Matt Ricard is on the run. He goes 1-on-3. It's taken away from Ricard. It'll be picked up by Boyanek. Fans, the next 15 minutes are brought to you by Motor City Casino Hotel, Detroit City FC's exclusive casino and hotel sponsor. Log on to DetroitCity.com to check out the latest Motor City match recap and relive all of your favorite La Rouge moments. Right in the shadow of Motor City Casino here downtown. Get a look. That's the Nick Candela penthouse level up there. That's what that is.
And you should come here, then go there.
You can do it.
Simple as
You
that.
can walk.
You
could see it right from here.
You can walk. I mean, it's great to have sponsors who really believe in the team like this. Only in its 4th year, but has an extreme amount of potential. So I'm really thankful for sponsors like Motor City. And you can see Josh Rogers.
Rogers went in and caught the brunt of Matt Ricard across the side of the head.
Yeah, took the elbow to the head. The biggest thing is you just hope it's not a concussion. But it seems to be all right, just maybe has a little bit of a headache.
So the eggs got scrambled a little bit, it looks like, for Josh Rogers.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough, though. He'll get back on the field in a couple of minutes, I don't doubt it.
They don't come much tougher than number 6. Let's just put it like that.
Kick the ball straight up, okay? Don't delay.
Josh Rogers holds the city record for minutes played. He had the game winner over Lansing last year in the first meeting between these two clubs. Won a Big Ten regular season and conference title in 2008 at Michigan State. He's been a part of pretty much every big moment for City. "68 minutes in. The Will Mellors-Blair goal still holding up from the 38th minute. First place on the line in the Midwest region. Madison right now is the boss with 19 points. Both of these clubs here with 17. So if Rouge can hold on for this final 21 minutes plus, they will assume ownership of the division lead. What's been a very chippy, very physical game. Many yellow cards handed out. No reds yet, but a lot of yellows to go around.
No reds yet. City kind of has a history of getting red cards this season. I'm glad we have Zeke Harris back, but just even in the last game, they had Charlie, one of our forwards, to get a red card in the 90th minute, unfortunately. But it shows how many quality players that we do have that can step up at any given moment.
Speaking of that, Josh Rogers right in the middle of the mix again. So, as you predicted, shakes it off, gets right back to business. Dave Edwardson controls. Edwardson, one of the midfield anchors for this Detroit City team.
He's got a little bit of a temper, just a little bit.
Seems like everybody here does today. Let's get a look at the Northern Guard. 70+ pounds of smoke they're packing here today. Fans, we have to send a special shout out to Matt. He's watching in Tokyo, Japan. We're at 6:30 a.m. So big props to you, Matt. Taken down in the box was Isowski. Referee says play on. Ball comes free to Zach Shiwi.
And that's pretty legit, 6:30 in the morning.
I do believe that's the furthest check-in we've had in terms of sheer mileage. We've had some people, oh no, we had one from Thailand, I believe, and they're in the first game, but England, Japan, Thailand, I forget the fan's name that was watching on his couch in Washington, but that counts too.
Yeah, we need them checking in again just to make sure they're still getting the connection out there. We'd love to hear from everyone who's watching. So thank you, Matt from Tokyo.
Follow Zeke on Twitter. What's the Twitter handle again, Zeke?
Mine is Zeke Harris 11, I believe. What's yours?
At Neal Ruhl, Nealruh. I like to keep things stupid. Keep things simple. I'm not smart enough to, make a big mess of things. Got to keep it stupid proof. Here comes the Lansing United through the midfield, but the ball is flat out taken away. Nicely done defensively. Troy Watson again. Boy, Troy Watson has been strong here today. Atkins. Now Watson has it.
Okay, and
That's for Isofsky.
Oh, he kept it in.
He did
well
knock it
done.
down. Sends it up to the box. Nobody home for the Rouge.
Neal, did you see this? So we got a shout out from, there's a DCFC fan cast on Twitter.
Yep.
Did you know that? Wow.
They're always taking in the games. They mentioned that. Talked about the fact they do watch the matches from the stands. So there you have it. .72.5 minutes in. Ricard the target. Punched away from him. Knocked down in midfield. Ross Lindsay just checked in for the United. Now on the left side, shot wide of the right post. Jake Prudhomme sends that wide to the right. She's going to look at head coach Ben Pierman. Substitution coming for Detroit City. Danny Jergoy checks into the game.
Neal, do you know what they call Danny?
I'm curious. I'm curious to hear. I can't wait.
If it's not in your notes, I feel like I have to tell you. They call him Danny the Dragon.
Makes sense. Did you come up with that one, Zeke?
No, I didn't. It was after our game in Cincinnati where we had the incredible comeback, scored a goal, and there was this GIF that was just Danny the Dragon, and I have to say it's probably one of the best nicknames I've heard in a while.
Have to spend a shout out as well to Vince in Las Vegas watching. Andy's watching in San Diego as well. And now a yellow card has been issued. So the card fest continues. Liam Madden, I believe, is the guilty party of this yellow card. So the yellow card fest continues. We take a look at the replay. Mellors Blair sent to the deck. So that card goes against Liam Madden. .75 minutes in the book, still 1-0. City in the lead. Lansing United on the attack, trying to draw even. Danny Jergoy has just checked into the game for the Rouge. He had the game winner and goal in the 81st minute with a header at Cincinnati, and that came with 10 men, Zeke. And you were there, you were a part of it.
Yeah, that was a fun game to play in. It was, for some reason, it's really humid that day, so a lot of guys were tired and just really working as hard as possible. And I don't know if you've seen the goal. There's an ESPN-worthy goal in that Cincinnati game. ESPN-worthy.
Jergoy in that contest was named the M1 Imaging Man of the Match.
I think in the next couple of minutes we're going to start to see some subs come on.
Another substitution for Lansing. Leo Melgar into the game. So Melgar checks in. I saw Latif Alashe rustling around down on the bench as well for City. So Jake Prudhomme out. And Melgar is in. Latif Alashe was up mixing around. We might have him coming into the game. Now it's Dragoy giving chase.
That's smart. Just let him mess up himself.
We got another Twitter check-in. Shout out to Liam watching in Paris. I'll tell you what, I guess Zeke, you and I must be very cosmopolitan. I mean, we hold an international audience. France and Japan, England. We're worldwide, my friend.
Worldwide. This is the big time.
Will Mellors-Blair will come off, and Latif Alashe will come on. So Alashe 5th all-time at University of Michigan in matches started. He's 4th all-time for Detroit City in minutes played. He's been with the squad since 2012. Brings a lot of experience. Dragoy with the back heel flip looking for Channell. Channell spins around and fires with a left foot over top of the frame. That ball actually trickled out into Grand River.
And if I'm seeing things correctly, City might have switched into a 4-2-3-1, or excuse me, a 4-2-1-3, pushing Cyrus Sadie and Latif Alashe at kind of forwards.
Now an opportunity for the United to run. Now Ricard has it in the middle of the box. It's taken away from him by who else? Here comes Dave Edwardson on the run. He has been everywhere.
Impression.
Pass over top of Cyrus Sadie. And Zeke, break it down for everybody. Talk about what Ben Pierman's thinking with this moving strategy.
It's hard enough to win a game. Sometimes it's even harder to keep the 1-0, score sheet. Especially because you know that in this last 10 minutes, Lansing's going to throw everything they have at us. But with that, it's going to come a lot of opportunities for players like Danny Dragoy or Cyrus Sadie to get in behind and put the game away. Because when you're pressing so much, at some point you're going to leave yourself open for a mistake or two.
Ricard's long ball is too long. Goal kick will be awarded. Pushing up towards 80 minutes in the books. So just 10 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Will Mellors-Blair in the 38th minute. That's been it. That's been the difference. Mellors-Blair since has been substituted for by Latif Alashe. Zeke just talked about the change in formation for Detroit City. Looking to shore up the last 10 minutes, and that foul was pretty plain as day on Cyrus Sadie.
Yeah, no argument there.
Sadie's been in the middle of a lot of the physicality here today. So now here comes a chance to keep your eye on. Served up towards the box. Headed in the air towards the middle. Dragoy heads it away, but before that, a whistle. Play will be whistled down.
For Lansing, every time they foul a City player, takes 30 seconds to a minute off the clock. It wastes their time, not ours.
Boyanek sends it skyward. Josh Rogers with the header. comes Shiwi. Cyrus Sadie controls. And Sadie is a firecracker right now. Oh, missed touch there from Danny Dragoy. Looked like he was trying to touch it back to Sadie. Troy Watson again.
Great recovery by Alate.
Everton has a strip by Lindsay. Left side attack, Ricard. Need to go one-on-one.
It's funny, because as long as I've known Matt, whenever he's one-on-one in a corner, he always goes for the snake. A little quick inside out. I don't know if we were able to catch it because it's so far away, but thought I would add that little nugget in there. We're about to come into the most stressful part of the game, and also the most exciting.
Trickles out, a throw-in now coming for Lansing United. Right-footed shot, trickles in and hitting the deck and making the save is Boyanek.
And the biggest thing was holding on to it there. You had the guy right on top of him.
Boyanek, it's on top one. Here comes Tyler Channell on the run. But the foul is called. They'll say Channell hooked with the off arm to get that advantage. He was almost off to the races, but the official reeled him back in. Long pass ahead for Ricard. Ricard catches up with it, but then Josh Rogers over to send it up. Danny Dragoy now, the Dragon, sends it across the field.
Better touch by Latif there.
Bounces toward midfield. Almost 84 minutes in the books. Lansing now trying the left side of the field. Ball just gets over the sideline, so a throw-in coming for Detroit City.
Rouge has to push through here. These last 6-7 minutes, they're gonna be different between winning outright and splitting the point.
And Zeke, you have to give a lot of credit right now to Ben Pierman, because the adjustment he made tactically has really kept Lansing at bay. They haven't had all that many dangerous chances.
No, the back line has been impeccable. All the guys have been working hard. It's starting to show a little bit that they're tired. And not to mention that just 2 days ago, they were on the road to Fort Pitt. They were on the road. I mean, a lot of guys who played in that game are playing today, so there's heavy legs out there.
That ball sent over the head of Latif Alache and over the sideline, so a quick throw-in by Austin Dunn. Melgar, ball into the box. Boyanek takes it harmlessly, 86th minute. There's a Northern guard. Again, giving it their all. They can taste it. Ball sent up towards midfield, flicked on. Nobody home for Lansing. So Josh Rogers in a veteran play will let it trickle over the sideline, so the throw-in is coming.
There's a wide out.
They said they had 71 pounds of smoke. They weren't kidding. And are they letting it all go off right now? It's an incredible atmosphere here in downtown Detroit. Ricard with it. That pass sent out by Shiwi towards midfield. Alashe gives chase. Ricard in the midfield. Stepping up nicely, making the play is Josh Rogers. And now hooking is Alashe. Alashe's on the run. Ball sent up towards the middle of the box. And the foul is called. So Austin Dunn, the guilty party. And here's a very dangerous situation.
And that's well done by Latif Alashe. I mean, he's a couple of years out of school now, so the early shot.
Quick shot by Dragoy is handled by the goalkeeper, so McEnany had to be sharp. .87.5 minutes in. Ball booted up towards midfield by Seb Harris. Dragoy makes a run. Who else? Dave Edwardson, the guy. Wins a throw-in.
This is war out here, huh?
As you get a look, that's the environment right now, folks. The smoke is pouring out of the northern guard section. 89th minute. City with the 1-0 lead. Matt Ricard controls. Punched away by Shiwi. Zach Shiwi's been a stalwart out there defensively. Quick throw-in comes to Ricard. Now it's Austin Dunn to the midfield. Shiwi runs it down. Sends it across the goal line, so a corner kick coming now for the Lansing United.
Could be it right here.
The clock keeps ticking. For stoppage time will be added. Ball sent in towards Ricard, and a left-footed shot goes over top of the frame. Owusu had a golden opportunity and couldn't quite get on top of it to send it into the net.
Yeah, it looks like he caught everyone off guard. Even Owusu, and he was late on it, but man, you have to count whatever's your luck. It came in handy right there.
'89, and here comes a run on the right side. Cyrus Sadie, Channel trailing the play. Sadie controls, shot is blocked. Alashe chips it up into the box. McEnany, the goalkeeper, will collect. We're in the 90th minute. There'll be 4 minutes of stoppage time. Seb Harris heads it out of play. So Lansing United will have to bring everything they got for the next 4 minutes during the stoppage time session. We are officially in stoppage time. Edwardson on the run, trying to maintain possession. And the throw-in awarded to Detroit City. Nice job again by Edwardson. Boy, he's done all the little things here today.
Yeah, he's worked. He's done everything he can to get the win. And for me, that's what you want out of your midfielder. Someone who will fight for the team.
So Zach Shiwi, who played in the 2014 NPSL Combine Tournament, a substitution of Cyrus Sadie, will come off. And Brendan Woodfull will come in. So the Oakland University product comes in.
And that's strictly defensive purposes. These last couple minutes, all he needs to do is work up and down, up and down.
So United looking to make possibly one final push. Owusu sends it on the left side. Owusu gives chase, and it'll just be simply sent down the field by the City back line. Austin Dunn with the control. The waning moments of the match. The Will Mellors-Blair goal, the only difference so far between these two teams. If City can hold on, they're in first place. They'll lead the table with 20 points over Madison. They will jump right back into the thick of the championship chase with a win here today.
I'll be surprised if it's 1-0 even with this time left, but just well done all around.
He gathers. Can't be much time left now. Boyenick sends it skyward. Headed out of bounds, a throw-in now awarded. Tifalache. Another substitution coming for Detroit City. George Chamakoff into the game. Throw in towards Danny Dragoy, goes over top of his head.
Great to see George back, coming off an injury, putting in his time.
Ricard knocks it down. But there you see Chamakoff with those fresh legs. Now we have Troy Watson down on the ground. It's going to be that time though, Zeke. Sunny day out here today, temperatures in the mid-70s.
Yeah, nobody's cramped up yet, but I wonder how much time is left.
That ball's played down to the Lansing United end.
And great ball, right out of bounds, too. The ref is checking his watch.
Throwing quickly, Freddy Gomez. Plays it towards the middle of the field. It gets through. Owusu touches it up, headed away by Zach Shiwi. Played up into the air. And a foul is called. Tifalache chipped it up into the crowd.
Yeah, I don't think the ref falling for it. He said, I'm going to put that time right back on.
So a free kick coming. Just going to look at Ben Pierman. He's wondering how these minutes can go so slowly, isn't he?
Yeah, sounds like a lifetime.
Dragoy sends it towards the corner. Chamakoff giving chase. There will be a goal kick upcoming for Lansing United.
Oh, they're wasting their own time. That's not good. Heave it up.
And that is the final whistle. And Detroit City FC comes away with a big 1-0 win over the Lansing United, propelling them to the top of the table.
Look at the excitement. They know what it means. They know exactly what it means. A hard-fought win in front of a record crowd.
Over 3,700 fans on hand here in downtown Detroit as they lay witness to a 1-0 win over the Lansing United. And they are on top of the standings in the Midwestern region of the NPSL. Huge win for the Rouge here this afternoon as the Northern Guard lets off a bit of a victory smoke celebration in the stands. City till I die.
This is exactly what you want, redemption. A lot of the guys were really frustrated that they lost to Lansing so badly last time they played them. This is exactly what you want to have on your Sunday night.
So some redemption, as you said, for the Rouge here today. They answer a 3-1 Lansing win earlier in the season with a 1-0 blanking of the Lansing United. They move to first place in the Midwest region. Now we'll send it down to our sideline reporter, Lindsey Pearson, standing by with head coach Ben Bierman.
Thanks, guys. Coach, arguably your biggest opponent tonight. You got the win. How big is it?
I don't think it's arguably. They were top of the league. You know, that's a big win. Anytime we play on our home field, we got to get 3 points, and anytime we play these guys, you know, it's just something unique because they're such a good team and we're a good team as well. So, you know, there's a reason it's tough like this. Every single game goes down to the wire. And, you know, I give Eric and their guys credit. They battled and they took it to us there for a little bit in the second half, and we had to hold on.
What are some takeaways heading into the game versus Stars in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is we got 9 days off. We're going to shut it down. You know, I mean, guys couldn't walk at the end of the game. So we're going to shut it down for a little bit and then regroup, and then we got 3 games left, and every game's a must-win, and the Stars game at home is no different. We're just going to take it 1 game at a time.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations. Guys, I'm also joined by M1 Man of the Match, Will Mellers-Blair. Will, walk us through that goal.
It was a bit of a weird one, really. I managed to get onto the ball, flick it over the first guy, and I ran past 2 players, I think, and then put it away for the goal. So.
And how big of a win is this for your team?
Especially with losing 3-1 away at their place, we wanted revenge. So to get the 3 points here in front of the fans, it's awesome. It's a great feeling.
All right, congratulations, Will. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. The scoreboard tells the story, 1-0. Detroit City FC with a big win over Lansing United as they will move back into first place. The final scoring summary brought to you by Phoenix. Will Mellers-Blair in the 38th minute. The only goal of the game. It was the only goal that City would need to defeat Lansing United by a score of 1-0. Let's take a look around the league one more time as you see how this was such a huge weekend for Detroit City. That win against Fort Pitt, 1-0 on Friday. They come back on Sunday, another 1-0 victory as well. Alex Boyanik, Zeke, strong in goal. Another shutout, his second consecutive.
Hey, he's on a roll. He's on a roll. I think he's the keeper for the season going forward. I mean, you can't do much more than that.
Fans, make sure you check out the online game recap. You can go to vimeo.com/Detroit City FC to take a look at all the highlights and all the fallout from a huge 1-0 win for Le Rouge over Lansing, as they will be on top of the table. When you look at the end of the night here in the first place spot, it will say Detroit City FC. So, for my broadcast partner Zeke Harris and our video coordinator Nick Candela, this is Neal Ruhl reminding you one final time, DCFC with a 1-0 win. Thank you for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.